What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another one of my reaction review videos, taking a look and sharing my initial thoughts on this brand new song from iKON titled I'm Okay, which of course is coming off of a repackaged version of their latest album. So that's really all that I have got. The previous release that I made a reaction to was, definitely a very different style of music and all that stuff, or vibe from what iKON normally. Actually, no. Now that I'm thinking about it, am I crazy? I'm completely thinking about Winter and the other previous songs. So just completely ignore what I just said. So sometimes we do that. But iKON, I'm Okay. Let's listen to this song and share my initial thoughts. Also, that whole confusing and stuff like that is probably because I have been way out of the loop for months. So what can you do? That's my fault. I like how in that little intro bit, the whole I was, of course, the whole name of the song, I'm Okay, saying all that kind of stuff, but the little bit of a dissonant sounds that it doesn't necessarily sound good. The contrast between being okay and the dissonance is interesting. Which hear it back in the chorus, back now in that in the chorus, that little sound, that sounds a bit, it's a little uncomfortable to listen to. I like this. This is definitely I think that this song, the whole vibe and the whole experience of listening to this song, definitely a really good choice of song to be the promo for a repackaged album. Because it's definitely a very different sort of feeling than the promo tracks for other iKON albums, or just other albums from other K-pop groups in general. So there was no one driving that car. I just had an idea, right? Because I'm pretty sure I will definitely talk about that idea a little bit more. But that was good. That was nice. Like I said, I think that just overall, looking at this song in its entirety, it's a really good. I personally I really like it. It's definitely a very it is it is actually, I think, a very different sort of song, you know, to the feel and the, I guess, the emotional aspect of it, compared to some of the other, you know, promo songs that iKON has released. So it's good. And of course, because again, maybe I'm completely wrong, but this is supposed to be a song that's kind of promoting their repackaged version of whatever the album is. So having something that is, you know, different and isn't necessarily a song, I think that, you know, is one of those songs that potentially is like aimed at being, you know, very engaging, as being a song that you're going to, you know, hear walking around in the streets and like shopping centers and stores and stuff like that. I'm not sure that this is one of those kinds of songs, but for that reason, I think that it's a really good song to be, you know, one of the additional like 1 or 2 or 3 songs that's going to be on this album, because, you know, of the whole repackaged version, or, you know, aspect of this whole release. So that right away is one of the big things that really strikes me and that I, you know, really, really enjoy about it. And I think that there's also, like, I just had the idea with my whole, the whole last scene of the car that was driving down the street or down the road, you know, whatever it was, that it was like, there's like, you know, nobody in the driver's seat of that car. Potentially, you know, there's the whole idea that over the course of like this music video, whoever was in the car in the music video potentially, like, you know, died off, and so now they weren't in the car. That's an idea that I've got right now, but I don't know specifically. So of course, as I listen to the song, I'll definitely, I think, pay attention to the music video a little bit more to kind of maybe potentially pick up on that. But, you know, all of that being said, that's really all that I've got as far as first impressions go. But of course, as always in my videos, I'm going to listen to this song some more. It'll give you guys some deeper thoughts on the song. You know, some stuff I like about it, some stuff I don't like about it, maybe some stuff in between that I'm like, you know, yeah, of course, undecided on. But before we get that though, because I want to, as with every video, most videos I should say, I want to ask you guys a question. So answer the question of the video right now, and then we will get into my deeper thoughts on the song. I'm okay. This little review portion potentially, well, not potentially, it actually is, I suppose, going to be maybe a little teeny tiny sort of analysis of potentially a little bit of a deeper meaning or message or something, as far as like the whole, I guess, you know, story and stuff that this song is supposed to be potentially conveying. And I want to add this before we even start, that of course this, what I'm saying and kind of like how I'm going to break down the potential way to like sort of analyze and look at this song and music video, really comes from just what I'm hearing and seeing in the song and the music video, not including a, you know, actual translation of the lyrics, because maybe the translation of the lyrics are a dead giveaway of what I'm about to say, or it actually is something that completely disproves what I'm about to say and what I'm thinking. But, you know, I just want to say that, because I haven't actually put in, you know, that much effort in that way to kind of break down the song. But that just means that I might actually, you know, give myself an opportunity to make another video to follow this up, to take a deeper look at this song. But the basic premise, I think, of this song, more or less, which is, and these couple of reasons that I'm going to talk about in this portion of the video too, are also reasons that I do kind of enjoy this song a little bit also, or at least one of them is. Another's a little bit of a deeper thing that, you know, like I said, I kind of noticed in the music video as I was watching it, but now I really kind of, you know, as I watched it some more, confirmed it and made me think. So just getting down to the basic of what I'm kind of interpreting and what I'm feeling from this song is, of course, the basic idea of this song being, you know, like, of course, conveying the message like, I'm okay, right? But at the end of the day, deep down inside, surface level, you know, the vocals and the saying that I'm okay, not necessarily true, because deep down, potentially, they're not. You're not. Whoever is saying I'm okay in this song, that, you know, deep down there's actually something that is really actually bothering them. And the first reason, which I think is kind of potentially depicted in the music video, which again like stood out to me, and I was like, huh, there's no driver in that car, and that one like 1 second, 2 second shot in the music video is like you kind of actually saw through the entire music video at different times a little progression from, the driver in the front seat of the car to the fact that there's no driver in the front seat of the car. And it really, of course, starts at the very, 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 very beginning of the music video, where dude wakes up in the driver's seat of the car. There's been a crash, windows are all busted, all that stuff. Climbs out of the car, and then as the whole music video kind of progresses, a car blows up and all that kind of stuff. And then the next time you see the car with like people inside of it and all that stuff, as opposed to it being like a prop that everyone's surrounded, or around, there's only three people in the car versus the four. And it's not a coincidence that the person missing out of the car, I think, is the person who was sitting in the driver's seat. And it's not necessarily, I think, just the like I had said in the first half of this video that like, oh well, they died, because I think that's kind of a little bit too obvious potentially and a little morbid, and I don't think that's necessarily the representation, because it's not like the person was inside the car when it blew up. He was outside the car, just like on his knees, going, falling to his knees in anguish or whatever. Which that whole, if you like kind of look at that, the whole maybe total 20 seconds that whole, the depiction of the whole, I guess, story of, being hurt and injured inside the car versus to being outside of the car and it blowing up and all that stuff. That's kind of a little bit of a depiction of like trying to be like, oh, you know what? Yeah, I'm okay. But then at the end of the day, kind of not, that's the way that I'm looking at that sort of thing. So that's, not really a coincidence, and I think is a little teeny tiny storyline that's kind of really hidden amongst all of the visual shots that may or may not necessarily tie in with the rest of the whole, message and story and, meaning that is kind of behind all of this. So that's one thing that I'm getting out of it. And then the other thing that kind of potentially backs that up is, of course, something that I had said at the very beginning of the music video, where the intro, again, going back to the very beginning of the song, the intro has that sound, I want to say like it's a string instrument, but I mean, I guess it sounds like a string instrument that's like super out of tune and sounds horrible, like it's not really the most comfortable sound to listen to, which is kind of behind the whole vocal of, I'm okay, that whole line that you kind of hear in the chorus. And I think that the whole, if somebody was truly okay, that they wouldn't necessarily have a sound in the song that is like as uncomfortable and as weird to listen to as that, because that sound isn't actually in the song at any other point aside from the intro and the chorus, which coincidentally those are the areas of the song where the whole, I'm okay message is actually, coming out very, very clear, at least for me to understand. So I kind of think that potentially, the verses of the chorus are or sort of depicting and kind of trying to say like, yeah, everything's fine, we're cool, despite all this horrible stuff that's happened or whatever it is that I'm dealing with, I'm okay. And, those are positive messages, but then, something that's positive that's laced with a little bit of negative kind of injects a little bit of that, negative sound, I guess you can say, into the song, because it's a little buried under the rest of the instrumentation in the chorus, but that sound in the chorus, the dissonant sound, is actually there present in the chorus as well. Relatively faint, very hard to pick out, I think, or maybe not necessarily hard, but I think easily lost in the rest of the music track, but it is still there. So I think, just based off of me listening to this song, that, if I actually dive into the lyrics a little bit, I really do think that it might be actually something where someone's, trying to put on a strong face or an image of, being okay as they actually deal with something that is actually bothering them. But, as much as they say, like, I'm doing good, I'm okay, I'm dealing with this well, they're actually struggling with it and not really that okay. So that's what I think. Those are a couple of the reasons that I actually kind of enjoy this song, because I think maybe there's a little bit more, depth in this, which, being able to pick that out just by listening to it, if that is actually the case, is definitely something that is good. I enjoy being able to kind of just through listening to a song or just by watching a music video, kind of decipher a little bit of the, the emotion and the feeling and the idea behind the song. And it's always good. I don't necessarily want the lyrics to kind of tell me how to feel. You know, I want the music, the way that I listen to the music and the way that I interpret the music video to kind of inform me of, you know, that sort of emotion and that sort of feeling. So that's what I've got. Those are my thoughts. I think that I'm actually gonna, before we even get to this point, the question of the video is gonna be like, how do you like analyze this song and this music video to kind of like explain what the story is and all that stuff. So that's that. And obviously, if you've got to this point, you haven't shared your analysis of this song, this music video, then do that in the comments below, because I'm interested to see what the fans of iKON and people who enjoy this song are actually thinking about it. So that's what I got for this song, for my first impression, my first initial thoughts on this song. Let me know your initial thoughts, or now at this point, now that this song is like a week or so old, your final thoughts, whatever, in the comments below. And you know, if you like the song, that's cool. If you didn't like the song, that's also cool. I encourage you to share your thoughts regardless of what you think, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions. So if you want to join that community, subscribe to the channel, because I got plenty more videos where this one came from. So with all that being said, guys, that is gonna be it for this video. So as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.